the question that we've been asked is, let's say one of your client comes to you and asks you for an invoice statement. Like, what are all the stuff that you did for me? How much invoices did you raise? How can you actually help me with a statement so that I can use it for tax purposes? Like, so this is basically an invoice statement for him so that he can use it for tax purposes, right? Now, you can basically go here and download every invoice and give it to him, right? Like, you can do that. But then what we can also do is we go to the contacts panel, and let me search for this contact, Bernard Shaw. And then if you go into the document generation, we have something called Client Invoice List, and you can choose the year that he's asking you this, because he's particularly asking you this for taxation purposes, right? So you can choose yearly, go to the year 2020, right, and download. What Ula would do is it will look at that entire year of 2020 for him, and it'll download all the stuff that you did in 2020 for him. In this case, like, you obviously raised a couple of invoices, a couple of disbursements, and it will give you a grand total of the fees bill, the taxes, and then this. So that way he can basically use this for his tax purposes. So rather than giving him like a running invoice, because legal invoice is a running invoice, what you can do is under the contact, under document generation, you can produce something called a client invoice list, and that has a date range, so you can go for yearly or quarterly based on what period that your client is actually expecting that, and then take it from there. Now there could be a larger client, like for example, Adam Brown is one of our favorite clients who has multiple matters, right? Like in this case, like he has about 10 matters, and so there can be multiple of these invoices too. In that case, what this document will do is it will go matter by matter and give him a breakdown. So I'm going to do this for a larger period. Let's say I did it for about 10 years because he's a very long-running client. For that 10 years, what really happened for Adam Brown, what this document will now do, and you will see, is it'll go matter by matter and break it down and say, hey, this is what you did for this matter for invoices and disbursements and even discounts, and then sums it up. Okay, this matter totals here. The second matter totals to that much. The third matter, the only legal fee, right? Like, so it'll go matter by matter and sum it up for you. And this can be a very useful document for the client, especially from taxation perspectives, to know how much they were billed in that period. To summarize, to send a client document of this nature, click on document generation and go to client invoice list. We also make sure that it's branded, based on your logo, and and we also give the taxation number that you should have filled under your settings so that he can use it for his tax claim purposes.